So earlier, I spoke about conflict ultimately being an issue that comes right back through the different layers we think it is, from outside to inside. And if we go back deep enough, it goes behind perception into state. So the key pointer to be able to act from a more conscious space is to recognize that the moment you are feeling conflict or afraid of the conflict, struggling to meet the conflict, when you are disturbed by that, it's an indication that you're in a certain state. Conflict is a state of resisting what is, and that implies that your state is coming from something already formed. It's trying to work from ideas and stories that have already been established. It might be your idea of the person, it might be your idea of what should happen or should not happen. Either way, it's a state which relates to something fixed. So it's a mental state. That means what is required is a shift of state. Always then, when you encounter conflict, whether it's internally or externally, it is an invitation to recognize the state you are occupying. And the first thing you can do to transform that conflicted state then is to break state, change state. So that might be take 3 deep breaths. That helps change state. It might be walk out of the room. It might be, instead of go to say what you would usually say, challenge yourself to be silent and simply listen for a while. It's all about occupying a different state. So if we occupy a state which is deeply engaged and open and receptive in the now, truly receptive in the now, we actually cannot be conflicted in ourself. We may be confronted with conflict or faced with conflict, but we are no longer actually operating in conflict towards it. Now, please remember what I was saying before. That does not mean that you should feel comfortable. And why I say that is because it is more likely you are still going to be feeling some degree of disturbance, some degree of tension, because there is something dynamic happening when there is conflict. Conflict says there's something or someone trying to resist whatever this dynamic thing is. So let yourself feel the discomfort and allow yourself to be in a different state with it.